Confession is 7, Confessions 827 at wild941.com. This says, I need help sorting out an issue in my household because my husband recently got in trouble at his job. My man was just written up and he's been demoted at his job because of sexual harassment allegations.
Ooh.
After he explained what happened, he kept swearing that he was innocent and completely denies everything that allegedly took place. I 100% believed him at first, but then decided to reach out to the woman who someone gave me her information that he was accused of harassing. She told me that he made inappropriate comments about her body, and he also touched her. I told my husband about that conversation I had with her, and he continues to deny everything that happened, but was upset that I even talked to her because that was out of place. I felt like hearing the other side of the story was important, so I defend my decision. I'm not sure who to believe, though. I'm feeling confused, and I'm feeling hurt that he's in the middle of this. It's embarrassing. Simply, I don't know who to believe. I suggested he sue the company for false accusations, but he refuses, saying that it would be career suicide and make things even worse for him. I'm worried about my family and my husband's career. I would like to believe him, but my gut is saying otherwise.
Molly, you in danger, girl. Because listen to your gut, all the red flags. If you want to work on your relationship, that's going to be your decision at the end of the day. But you can't be in a relationship with somebody and continue and press forward if somebody doesn't admit to the reality and what really happened.
He guilty as hell.
That's hard for me to kind of move forward.
Like,
with that.
I'm not saying that people don't lie, but she's reporting it, and then he's going even to the lengths of saying that he doesn't want to countersue. He's not countersuing because he knows that they're going to investigate and they're going to find out more stuff. And then you're really going to find out the truth.
So you're believing that nobody makes some sort of allegation that might be.
No, I said people do lie. I believe that, but also I don't think this woman is lying. I think she doesn't want to get involved. He doesn't want to get involved with a litigation, investigating, whatever. I don't think it's right.
I have heard that some people in certain careers say that it is career suicide when you sue your employer.
Yes, I've definitely heard that.
I've heard that, especially in radio. I've heard that,
yes.
like you won't work anywhere if they know you sued. So that does carry water.
What if he is telling the truth and she made up these allegations, but the company has to protect themselves, so they didn't fire him.
But
they just demoted him.
But if he's telling the truth and they're like attacking your character like that, of course you're going to fight that. You're not going to just let that go. You're going to fight that so that you could tell people like, no, this is not me. I'm not the person that they're saying I am. I'm going to fight it.
Okay, so besides Molly girl.
Yeah. You in danger,
girl. Besides that,
yeah.
If your man or your spouse, I mean, it could be your lady, whoever. I mean, it's really a kind of a male thing because I don't know if anybody's ever in life of legaldom sued a lady for harassment, but they should, and they probably have. It just doesn't make the papers the way guys do. Mm-hmm. But if your spouse is caught up in something like this at the office, like. Do you immediately give them the benefit of the doubt? Because you know this person and you know how they act at home and they know how to act and whatever else. And she's like, I'm torn. I'm torn because I heard this lady's story and it sounds believable. Mm-hmm. So what do you do in that situation? You look across the cream of wheat at the enemy.
The company is not going to get the person in trouble if they didn't investigate it. So they know something as well. They're not going to go and try to do something to the husband if they don't think that it is actually 100% true.
They demoted him.
Yeah, but they didn't fire him.
Maybe they demoted him.
Yeah.
So they know something.
Something wrong happened.
Maybe because they were working together, he had to be demoted and moved over to a different department because now he can't be around her. There's a lot to this situation.
All right. Well, 888-429-0941. We got to pick a side. We got to pick sides. Who you siding with? All right. The husband said he didn't do it. The lady said he did. the judge and jury is the job.
Yeah.
And they demoted him according to the email. He was demoted and he was written up and demoted. Yeah. So
probably moved to a different department, so he's not associated with her anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I see a text out of the 813. It says the accuser has to continue to lie because if not, she can also be fired. So by the wife reaching out to her and her telling the story that she had to tell the job, she had to keep the story the same. If the company demoted him, they obviously like him, but have to make sure that they don't have sexual harassment allegations.
I've known women that have lied about stuff like this before, and it's egregious. But however, he could possibly be guilty. He could be.
Wait, what they just said, though, in that text is they demoted him because they like him?
They demoted him, like they didn't fire him, but they demoted him because they like him.
Maybe he's good at his job. Maybe he produces for them.
Or maybe they know that he didn't do it.
I don't. Yeah.
But he just was in the wrong.
And the company
You know
has to protect themselves.
Like if it's looking like it's nasty, but they kind of believe in you, they keep you, but don't fire you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
like
you talk to the woman to see what's going on, and yeah, she had to tell the same story.
Oh, this is
tough.
nasty right here. This is nasty work. Let's see. Hey, Sunshine, what's going on?
Hi, you guys. Good morning.
Hey, Mama, what's going on with you?
Okay, listen. This is my issue. I tend to believe the accuser, and the reason I say that is if I'm innocent, we fighting too. Sorry.
Oh, so you like the lawsuit action? Like you want to fight all the way?
I'm not saying necessarily take it to a lawsuit, but I'm going to clear my name if I'm innocent, and if it has to get to that point, then it does. But I'm not just going to be like, oh, no, don't worry about it, because that's my name you're messing with.
Exactly.
And my reputation.
Yeah, but what can you do in that situation? You could be fired. You have to find a new position. I mean, and then now your name is in the mud.
I'd rather be fired for the truth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm taking that chance because, again, that's my name and my reputation you're messing with.
I got you. All right, Mama, I appreciate it. Somebody says, sounds like it works at Amazon. I don't know what that means, but all right. Hey, Corey is in Fort Meade. What's going on?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. What are you thinking when you hear this story? Are you siding? Does it pull you in a certain direction?
It really kind of does. And here's the thing: if you're not guilty of something, why wouldn't you fight for it? That's my thing.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I go home and I tell my wife that, she's going to expect me to, and if I don't, I'm guilty because why would you just like lay down and take that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't understand because, and I'm not going to put my employer's name on blast, but same thing at my employer. I've seen people with sexual harassment that were legit guilty of it, and they get demoted or moved. I thought whatever happened to zero tolerance.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
People should be fired for it, but like I said, I've seen people fight for their job, like, in other cases, not sexual harassment, but they get fired and even arrested, and then they fought for it, and then the job had to hire them back and then pay them back pay.
Ooh.
So I don't understand why, you don't necessarily have to sue, but at least fight for your job or your position back. Why would you just lay down and take that? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Without putting your company, like you said, on blast, but you did say, just to be clear, that the people who you thought were guilty got demoted, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, see, you guys were talking about they might like him. He's saying that, they were guilty, but they got demoted. So he might be guilty.
There could be a lawsuit, though.
Is like when you're really short staffed, they don't want to lose people. So they do things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is you shouldn't have staff like that. So if they get in trouble for something like that, if it's legit and they're guilty, they should be fired for it because it's zero tolerance, like you say in your orientation.
Sure.
But if you're not guilty of it and you're fired, then you get a lawyer. You don't have to necessarily sue, but at least fight for your job and get your back pay. You know what I mean? Because there's either evidence or there's not evidence. It's one or the other,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Hey, Corey, thanks you. I appreciate that opinion, man.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he seems guilty because he's not fighting to clear his name.
Well, you don't know. Out of the 813, I believe the husband. I worked with a lady who got her boobs done and then proceeded to accuse every single one of our male co-workers of sexual harassment.
Oh, he was looking, huh?
Looking is one thing.
Yeah, no, not really, because looking could be translated to leering, and leering is in the paperwork.
Yeah, out of the 912 out of Georgia, I've been in a very similar situation where my husband was accused of being inappropriate with somebody that worked for him. I wanted to believe that she was lying. However, I also knew my husband and who he was. I say this to say that one should know their husband/spouse and draw their conclusion from there.
We had an incident that happened here like years ago, where somebody got some work done. Like they got some work. They went curvy claws. They got some work, right? And
like a BBL situation?
Nah, it was more topside.
I got you.
And but it changed their whole being. Like they felt sexier and they dressed a lot different. And when they walked by our office, this is when my office was in Radio Row here.
Okay.
It was over here.
Yeah.
And they walked by the door. And you know how on the cartoons when somebody walk by and somebody's head stick out the out the door,
break your neck.
Two of us who were on the air at the time when that person walked by stuck our heads out like that to look at him like, damn, mama, what's up, Miss Parker, kind of thing like that.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment.
And one of our bosses saw us do that and was like, hey, and called us in the offices and blah, blah, and thought that it was all sexual. And I was like, man, it wasn't about that. She walked by with the model walk and had to dress. I ain't never seen that person dressed like that. I'm like, so it was more so about, damn, girl, where you going? Like, it wasn't. Now, of course, it was driven by the boobage. But it was her interpretation of the boobs
of the situation
that made us lean out. So we ended up not getting in trouble. But
did you say anything, or was it just the neck? Just the neck.
Well,
I think we said something like "damn girl" or something like that. I think it was some kind of translation of "damn mama, all right girl,
And
I
she
see you,
told
boo."
on you.
See, so this text out of 813, it says sexual harassment could be a simple compliment. Don't take much. All it takes is someone to complain.
Yeah,
So,
and that fallout made us have to go in and explain ourselves, not defend, but kind of defend. Yeah, so I mean, it wasn't like, but we didn't get demoted or nothing like that. But we thought we were going to get in like some heated water but I think it was because she wasn't offended.
Right.
And so she wasn't pressing it, but because the boss saw it, he had to say something.
Good. It's a learning lesson, and you did learn, right?
Yeah, I learned you can't lean out the window and say, damn, girl, look at you, boy. You wear that, baby.
no, you can't say. You really can't say anything, honestly. Like, all it takes is somebody to say something, and you can get in trouble. You could look at me and just be like, "Nice shirt," and I could go and complain, and they'll be like, "Hey, we have to talk to you."
Right.
Orlando's never going to say that to you.
I'm never going to say it. I'm like, damn, Rich, you wear. What's up, man? How you doing?
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Thank you for watching this video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.